your only all-local morning news. Fox 2 News Morning starts now.
Good morning, I'm Dana White. Two people are shot outside a Citgo gas station in Detroit. One of the victims is a 69-year-old woman, the other a 23-year-old man. This happened last night on McNichols between Pontchartrain and Woodward. The man is in serious condition. He was hit 3 times. The woman is stable. We're told the suspect was driving a silver GMC Yukon, possibly with a child in the back seat. The state of Michigan facing a serious financial squeeze in the coming years, and now experts are sounding the alarm. The nonpartisan Citizens Research Council of Michigan says tough times are ahead due to policy changes in Lansing. They say tax cuts, increased road construction, and past economic development incentives will reduce or divert state revenue by a whopping $2 billion annually in just over 4 years. That's 20% of Michigan's general fund. The report says future lawmakers will be forced to make many difficult decisions. A close call at Detroit's Heidelberg project when a tree falls on a car driving through the area.
We were driving very slowly as we were leaving, and a tree fell on our car. We're all okay, just very shooken up. But the main point I wanted to make was we love this project. We always come here to visit a couple times a year, and we feel like it should be more supported by the city.
A pair of Army veterans who saw it happen actually helped to lift the branch off of the vehicle. But as you heard, the good news here, no one was hurt. And it's not every day you see a car being pulled from the Detroit River. This happened in Groseal. A woman drove her Ford Escape right into the water. She's fine, escaping with only a few minor bumps and cuts. Firefighters tell us she pulled up next to the water and drove in it by accident. They don't believe any drugs or alcohol were involved, and investigators tell us this actually happens a few times a year. The state's economic state could certainly change if this next story comes to fruition. According to an article on a Chinese newspaper's website, Chinese consumer electronics maker Foxconn says it's planning on building a factory in Michigan. This would be a multi-billion-dollar investment, bringing a staggering 13,000 jobs. This comes 1 week after the company announced it would invest $10 billion to build a factory in Wisconsin. The company produces liquid crystal displays. Governor Rick Snyder has been working to entice Foxconn to come to Michigan. Last week, he signed a $200 million business incentive package that would benefit large employers like Foxconn. A group of county commissioners from Michigan is heading to the White House. On Tuesday, more than 600 commissioners are heading to Washington, D.C. They were invited by the Trump administration with a goal of opening the lines of communication between federal and local governments. Commissioners from Macomb County say they plan to talk about funding for roadways and protection for the Great Lakes. The Oakland County Sheriff's Office making some changes to improve the flow of traffic during the Woodward Dream Cruise. A temporary traffic control order will be in place from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. on August 19th. Commercial vehicles, vehicles that have trailers connected, and those weighing more than 10,000 pounds will be ticketed if they are spotted on Woodward that day. The annual event featuring classic cars draws tens and thousands of people to Woodward Avenue every year. The Dream Cruise is only 13 days away. And in Washington, a little piggy heading to the market takes a big detour. The animal jumped out of a trailer which was headed to an auction. People stopped and guided the large animal through an opening so it would not walk into traffic. He even took a break during his big adventure to munch on grass and watch the cars go by. The pig had a few cuts but is doing okay. The owner returned about 45 minutes later to reclaim it. I'm Dana White, and that's our report. Thank you for joining us.